Hello everyone, this is Apurva Malani, your VMAT mentor from Macrovision Academy, Burhanpur. Today, our topic for VMAT is calendar. In part 1, we'll be using a particular formula to solve the questions. First, either you'll have to find the day or you'll have to find the dates. When you are given a particular date, that is the date, month, and the year, and you are asked what day it was or it will be on that day, you will use that formula. For example, let's say the question says find the day on 15th August 1947. And second type of questions will be when you have to find the dates, that is when you will be given the month and year for a particular day. That is, you will be given a particular day and will be asked what dates it will fall on for that particular month or year. Let's say, for example, on what dates of December 1984 did Sunday fall? So you will have to tell what all dates it was on Sunday for December 1984. Let us see what the formula is. We have to find the remainder of century year plus leap year plus year plus months code plus date when it is divided by 7. So when this number is divided by 7, you have to tell what the remainder is. So what these terms are, let us understand that first. CY stands for century years code. Year stands for the last two digits of the year, not the whole year, only the last two digits. LY stands for leap year, number of leap years that have passed. Month C stands for months code, and date stands for the exact date that is given. Now, century year code and month year code are the first two things that we'll discuss. How to find those codes? So century year codes are something that you'll have to remember always, and it follows a pattern. This is the pattern for century year that you'll have to remember. Let's say, for example, we are talking about the century 1600. So the code for that will be 6, for the next one will be 4, for 1800 it will be 2, for 1900 it will be 0. Now this same pattern will repeat in both directions. So when I am talking about the next year, let's say for 2000, the pattern 6420 will repeat, and for 2000 the code will be 6. For the next also the pattern will repeat, and the next number for 21st 2100 will be 4. And similarly the pattern will repeat in upward direction also, but in reverse order. So for 1500, the year before 16 will be, the code will be 0, and so on. The pattern will repeat, and for 1400 it will be 2, and so on. It will repeat in both the direction. But as of now, you have to remember the code 6420, and you have to use them accordingly. Now coming to the months code also are fixed for all the months, and there is a pattern that it follows which we'll discuss on a later date. Now these patterns again you have to remember. For January it's 0, the code for February is 3, March is 3, April is 6, and so on. So up to December, the code for December is 5. These are the codes that you will have to memorize in order to solve the questions correctly. Now next thing we have is year. Year, like I mentioned, it will be the last two digits only of that particular year. Let's say for this year 2020, the year will be 20. The next is leap year. How to calculate the number of leap years? So you have to divide the last two digits by 4, and whatever the quotient is, that will be the leap year. You are not supposed to consider the remainder, only the quotient. For example, if the year is 2021, so when you divide the last two digits, that is 21, by 4, you will get what? You will get 5 as quotient and 1 as remainder. Forget the remainder. The quotient was 5, so that will be the number of leap years till that. Now let us take an example. Before that, how to connect the remainder with the days. Now when the remainder is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. For when we divide by 7, we'll get remainders up to 6, right? According to remainder theorem, you will not get any remainder above 7 or above 6. And the days will be, for 0 it will be Sunday, for 1 it will be Tuesday, for 1 it will be Monday, and so on. So 6 will be Saturday. So 0 is Sunday always and 6 is Saturday. That is how we'll tell the date. Now let us take one example. For let's say the date 15th August 2020. Now let us define all the parameters from the equation for the date 15th August 2020. So the exact date for this is 15th. For 15th August the date is 15 and the month code for August is 2. We have already seen a table. We have to learn that table before solving any question. After that we have leap year. So the leap year for 2020, when we divide 20 by 4, the quotient is 5. So the number of leap years is 5. Next we have year. So the year is the last two digits, which is what? 20. And last we have century years code, which is for 2000 it is 6. We have already seen century codes. Remember these or make a table, note the codes, so that while you are using the formulas you will remember, you will put the right exact value. Now put the values, all these values in the formula. Here I have the formula, which is what? The numerator, the sum of numerators is 48. When 48 is divided by 7, you will get the remainder as 6. And for 6 we have already discussed, the day was Saturday. We've seen in the previous slide that for 6 the day was Saturday, and on 15th August 2020 it was a Saturday. Similarly, you will be able to calculate the day for any given date, be it 14th November 1531. Whatever the date is, you will be able to tell what day it was on that date. Now there is one exception to this formula. While you are solving for leap years and when the months are January or February, so when you are using this formula and you are solving for leap year, that is for let's say 2020, but the months are January and February, except these 2 months there is no exception. The exception is in case of leap year and the months January and February. So you have to subtract 1 from the numbers of leap years. Let us take an example for this question also. Let's say we are supposed to find the day for 26th January 2020. Like we did in the previous question, we'll try to find out the parameters. What are the values for all the parameters of the formula? The year is 2020, which is a leap year, and the month is January. So this is a case for exception. Now for January 26, 2020, the date will be 26 itself. For month January, the code will be 0. Number of leap years. Earlier we had calculated the number of leap years as 5, but because it is the month of January, for a leap year we'll subtract 1. That is, when 20 is divided by 4, you will get 5 as the quotient, minus 1, that is 4 is the number of leap years in this case. The year last two digits is 20 and the century code for 2000 is 6. Now let us put the values in the formula. 6 plus 20 plus 4 plus 26, that is 56, divided by 7. The remainder is 0, and for 0 the day is Sunday. So we'll get the day as Sunday for the date 26 January 2020. For both these dates you can go to the calendar and check whether these dates are correct or not. Okay, now let us discuss a different question. The question says, if January 1, 2008 is Thursday, what day of the week lies on January 1, 2009? So for January 1, 2008, let us calculate what the remainder was. So for this case, Thursday means R. That is the day we are given for January 1, 2008. When we put it in the formula, 6 is for the century code, 08 is for the year, 1 is for leap years, because for a leap year we have January. So 8 divided by 4, that is 2, minus 1 is the number of leap years here, plus 0, that is the month code for January, plus 1, that is the date. So when 16 is divided by 7, you will get the remainder as 2. Actually we want the remainder as 4 because the day is Thursday. So we are adding 2 to the actual remainder. Now let us go to the part 2 of this question. The part 2 is you have to calculate the remainder for January 1, 2009. So when you are calculating the date, you have to calculate the remainder, which is what? 6 plus 9, that is century years code, plus year 09, plus 2 for number of leap years, plus 0 month code for January, plus 1, that is the date. So the remainder for 18 when divided by 7 is what? 4. We don't want this 4 because in the earlier question we added 2 to the remainder. So here also we'll add 2 to the remainder to get the actual date. This is the process. This you have to remember. It's a process. There is a logic we are using because here the shift is of 2 days. We have added 2 to the remainder. Here also we'll add 2 to the remainder. So the remainder plus 2 will give us the day as 6, that is Saturday. Now there is one more logic, one more method we can use to solve the same type of question. Here you can see the days are January 1 and January 1. There is a easier method you can use for same type of questions. The concept is of odd days. Now let us understand the concept of odd days. The number of days which are more than a complete week, that is when the number of days are divided by 7, whatever the remainder is, that is what we were using. It is basically the concept of odd days. So in order to find the number of odd days, you have to divide that number of days by 7 and find the remainder. So let's say we are talking about 1 year. It has one odd day. How? Because in an ordinary year, a non-leap year, the number of days are 365, and when 365 is divided by 7, the quotient is 52 and the remainder is 1. So 1 is the number of days in a ordinary year, which is a non-leap year. So and when we talk about leap year, the number of odd days are 2. How? The number of days for leap year is 366, and when 366 is divided by 7, we get 2 as the remainder. So that is the number of odd days in case of a leap year. How to use this concept to find the relative date, that we'll see. Now in the question we are given 1st January 2007 was a Monday. Because 2007 was a Monday, the year after that will be what? A Tuesday. Because between these two dates, 2007 and 2008 January, there is no leap year. So the number of shifts or the number of odd days is 1. So we are shifting the day by 1. So after Monday, if I am talking about one odd day, I'll get Tuesday as the day. For let's say the next year, that is, this is all the question was. Here the answer is for January 2008, the day is Tuesday, that is option C. Now let us move a step ahead. For the year 2009, the day for January 1 is not Wednesday, because when I am talking about 2008, it is a leap year and the number of days between these two dates will be, number of odd days will be 2, because it is a leap year. So we have to add 2 to the previous day. After Tuesday we'll get January 1, 2009 as Thursday, not Wednesday, because the number of number of odd days for leap year is 2. That is all for this topic. If you have any doubts for this part, Let me know in the comment section. We'll continue with the next parts in the next sessions. Thank you.